Top-down racing games have been a staple of the genre for many years, oftentimes serving up a very arcade-like experience, which can be fun to pick up and play, but realism is never really in the conversation. That is not the case with Circuit Superstars. Released in 2021 and created by a team of just 6 people, it seeks to offer up the same fun experience you look for in a game like this, while sprinkling in realism and strategy to really elevate the gameplay and overall experience. Let's begin by looking at the cars available to us. There are 15 in total, and each one behaves very differently from the next on the track. I found myself having to adapt to each new car I encountered, with my driving styles needing to change to suit the vehicle. All the models of these cars are done in a really cute chibi style, where they seem to have been squished down into a toy-like form. This is matched by the tracks and surrounding scenery, with everything having this minimal toy-like energy, while remaining visually pleasing to look at, and better yet, running perfectly smooth on my 9-year-old PC. Locations vary from proper racetracks to road/off-road courses, and of course respective ovals for both sprint and stock cars to rip around on. The outskirts of each circuit is filled out and has life to it, which I appreciate. You've got fans trackside cheering, and the scenery feels purposefully and not lazily placed around. While not having a huge amount of tracks, the variety here is certainly strong enough to fill out the championships. And certain courses even have club layouts, which will change the layout of a track with cones. While on the topic of tracks, I have to mention the glorious track wear that takes place over the course of a race. Not only does this mean you get a quote-unquote racing line to follow if you choose, but this also means that the tyres wear down. This is where the sprinklings of realism I mentioned begin to show themselves. Your tyres will degrade and you will slowly lose fuel, both of which are neatly indicated by these tidy little icons in the bottom left. This means that after a while in a race, you will have to make a pit stop, and sometimes, like in a 15-lap race, you'll have to stop more than once, which just adds this lovely layer of strategy, and it really sets Circuit Superstars apart in this category. Not only the inclusion of these features, but the execution. It's just been done so very well. Your car is noticeably better in corners and quicker on a fresh set of tyres, and you can really feel it when they've worn down. You'll slide about way more on the degraded set of tyres, which can really harm your race performance. Actually playing Circuit Superstars is a glorious experience, with the handling of the cars coming across as tactile and responsive, which in turn offers a wide variety of options in your driving style. Track limit penalties are in place in specific sections of courses to prevent any silly business like corner cutting. I found these to be a great challenging addition, especially when trying to shave seconds off a time in time trials. There is something deeply satisfying about tapping the brake before sliding perfectly through a corner, and the gameplay is something I found myself craving to get back to while in other games. There are 5 difficulties on offer, and the AI is really fun to race against once you find the difficulty you're suited to, which for me was somewhere between Pro and the measly Pro-Am. Clearly I'm not Lewis Hamilton, but I still had a great time. However, if you are looking for some human competition, there are online features here. That being said, I was not able to find a race in the online lobby. Perhaps I was on at the wrong times though. So maybe your best bet for human competition is to head to the time trials, where you'll find leaderboards that reset periodically. The tracks available in time trials also change during the refresh, which is a really nice feature that gives you a reason to hop on at least once a week or so to try your hand at the world record. I found myself playing time trials pretty often. It's really enjoyable to chase down the ghost of the person in front of you on the leaderboard, and I'll definitely be spending more time doing this. Most of my Circuit Superstars experience has been in the Grand Prix section, completing various championships and unlocking new liveries and helmet designs, which can be used to change your driver and vehicle's whole look in the garage. I'm someone who eagerly searches out customization in games, and I spend ages messing around with different color combos to find something I like. So being able to do it here in a game that I didn't really expect too much customization from was a nice surprise. But getting back to the Grand Prix, each one is based on a different vehicle class, and you'll race your way through 5 courses in each championship. I think this is where most of the value in the title lies for me, because I can go through and beat all the Grand Prix and then revisit them on a higher difficulty to try and improve. Qualifying takes place before each race. You're given half a lap warm-up and then 1 lap to cement your starting grid position. Watching my videos, you'll come to understand that I'm not an online gamer, and I genuinely prefer offline single-player games, so having a proper fleshed out offline option is the first thing I look for before buying a game. The menu music is jam-packed full of bangers that are right at home in a racing game, and the music before a race is in a similar vein to what we all love in Wii Sports, so that made me really happy to hear. We've even got a fully featured replay viewer that allows you to freely move the camera, which can be a handy tool for getting some neat shots. Okay, so it's clear I've loved my time with Circuit Superstars, but what would I want to improve if I could? Well, something minor I've noted is that I'd love to be able to see which number of race it is that I'm up to when playing Grand Prix. Oftentimes I think I'm on the last race, when in fact I'm only on race 4, but my gripes here are very minor, because the game is not expensive, frequently on sale, and like I mentioned was made by a small team of clearly very talented folks. In an age of Gran Turismos, Forza Horizons, and loads of cutting-edge racing sims available on the market, Circuit Superstars stands on its own as a fun, compact little racing experience that is far more tied to real-life racing than say the likes of a Mario Kart. It's a fantastic middle ground, and I highly recommend it. Get in the comments and let me know if you've played this game and what your thoughts were. I'll see you guys next time.